Good evening. What up? Let's take a look here, see what we got. Let's get the 5 minute pulled up. Let's see what we got. Not much. All right, let me pull up my other chart. Trading view here. Just jumping onto the charts here. Didn't get the old afternoon trade in. All right. Looks all right there. Let's see here. I'd like to get a little 10-pointer in if we could. Potentially. We need to switch over to micros, though. I don't want to take this on a mini. But I think we could take it with potentially some decent size on micros. 526. Support here. 499. Followed by that level. What's the ES at? All right, I'm looking here. I'm watching. See how the 5 minute closes. It's got 3 more minutes on it. Okay. What up, Brantley? Brantley, I saw you at the awards there, bud. I saw you at the awards. Little afternoon stream. I mean, the problem here is you have the VWAP kind of in the way of any shorts. So, Suhal, how you doing? Gold's rising. Let me take a peek. Yeah, I don't like the structure on gold right now, though. This is really not. I mean, number one, we probably already missed the move, right? If you're looking for the short, it was right there. So the entry was up here at 3228.7. Your first take profit, 3220.8. So we kind of already missed the boat on that. You could maybe look at a little bit of a long here, but I don't know. I don't like how choppy it is right in here. I mean, if the 5 minute closes back above, you'd be above the VWAP. You could maybe scalp it back up to the 2.6 or maybe the 2.9. Still looking at the NQ here. We'll see kind of what happens. You're a pimp. Jackson got a good amount of awards. What do you get? Like 2, 3? I don't even know. 2 awards maybe. I think he had the ugliest hair award, something like that. You know, I can say those kind of things because, you know, that's how that works. All right, let's put this P&L on 85 because that's the account that we're on. We only really need $800 to pass this. I will probably go, excuse me, we'll go 10 micros. Excuse me, guys. Oh, man, my throat is still like, doesn't hurt, but we still got a little cough. I might take a short here. We'll see. Not in love with the shorts, but again, we got kind of the problem with it. You have support at 26.25, and then your next level down is 4.99, really. But if we break structure here, I will take it. We'll take it with 10 micros. I probably won't take any off at 26. Might take some off at 14. Maybe. And stop will just be kind of 30 points. Hard stop at like 30 points here. All right, I'm in. Again, I don't love shorting right into the support, and I kind of feel like that's what we're doing here. But, you know, sometimes you got to take a shot, right? So we're going to go, we'll take 5 off there, and then 4.99 on the other 5. $4.99. Actually, I should probably go Let's go 4 at 499 and try to leave a little runner. I'm actually going to front run it. I'm going to go like 502. And then we'll try to leave a little runner. What up, Robert? What up? Again, we just tapped the first level of support. We did break structure here. But, you know, I'm not in love with it. I mean, we could push back up, retest 530. But, hey, we'll give it a try, right? We'll give it a try. That's all we can do. Like I said, I could take, I mean, like, you know, it's not really a scalable spot. I could maybe take some off at 5 points at 522, but I don't know. It just doesn't seem like a scalable spot there. So let's see if we can get this, get a little elevator down into the 514s. That would be nice. You're my biggest fan. Yeah, I don't see them here. Yeah, they used to watch me a lot, but you know, I've been doing this a while, so I don't have Mancini's levels up. Let me go ahead and pull his levels up. I could be shorting into some sort of Mancini level here and not even know it. I literally just jumped on, saw the 5-minute setup, and was like, looks okay. Let's take it. So he says, ran to 50, nothing to do. That was 5 hours ago. 59.87. Did have a nice pump up into the end of the day, huh? 60.20, 59.70 is support. So 59.70 is support. We actually got a ways down to 70. 70 and 63. All right. If we can break this level here, we get a little elevator. That's kind of what I'm banking on here. We'll look at the Mancini newsletter in a moment. If we break this level here, actually probably should take some at like, well, 513. Yeah, that's basically where I'm at. Yeah, I think I've got a good scale spot there. So at the 514 level, I will move stop into break even as well on our runners. So we'll take 5 off there, 514. And then move stop into break even and see if our runners can't do some work. We'll see. Again, seems okay. I mean, you know, for bullish, we're just going to rip higher, right? Not really moving all that well here. Is there any SMT here? Oh, we actually have a big bearish SMT here with the ES. ES did not make a high here. And Nasdaq did. So that's interesting. Maybe that SMT can hold here and we can push lower. So we'll kind of see what happens here. See if it can't push lower. Again, we're in shorts here. 10 micros. The reason why I took it on micros is because I want to be able to scale out. Don't want to have to just exit the entire trade with a mini. So I'm okay with a micro. Huge bearish SMT here. The best entry would have been up here at 541, to be honest. We had a huge bearish SMT. We swept liquidity, delivery from a gap, and we had a clean inverse back to the downside. So the best entry would have been 542, but that's all right. Yeah, Brantley, you just have to join. I mean, this is not, you know, it's not beginners, if you will. It's more or less not advanced either, but got to understand the lingo. The lingo, if you will. Got to display a little patience this time of night too. We're about 4 minutes. We're about 4 minutes from the top of the hour. We could get a little top of the hour, you know, I don't know what the word is. screwing around a bit. Top of the hour weirdness. Come on, take us on down to the 514. Let's clear out those 5. We can move stop to break even and have a nice and peaceful rest of the evening. Definitely just want to see a sweep of that 514. That's what we want to see here. We have to wait for the top of the hour to take us there. I want it to go and hit this quickly because we swept this liquidity here. Because we swept this wick, I really want to see it take this level quickly. Almost there. There we go. All right, so now we can put our stop in here, just at break even. We're still holding 5. We're going to take another 4 off at 502.50, front running the whole number there. And then we're going to try to hold a little lotto runner for maybe the overnight low there. What up, Suhao? The ceremony took way too long. Yeah, for sure. It could have been an email. Do I think Nasdaq will continue pushing this week? I have no idea, Suhao. I take it a day at a time. So a day at a time, a minute at a time, an hour at a time, that kind of thing. I don't care what it's going to do this week, next week, tomorrow. I just like take it one, just minute by minute. That's kind of how I do it. So closed out $130 right there. Want to see this thing continue lower. Let's push it below the 514s there. Get a little push lower. But yeah, as far as like right now, right this minute, I'm thinking a push into the whole number at the 500s makes a lot of sense, right? Currently short, so currently short here, so we'll see what it does. Again, you got the top of the hour coming up. Anything can kind of happen. Anything can happen. We could lock in our $200 right now if we wanted to, but let's just see what happens. Let's get that push into the 503.50s, and then we'll hold our little lotto runner for something more. That's what I want to see there. Nice flush here. Come on, we got about a minute and 30 seconds to the top of the hour. We'll get our new 5-minute, our new 15-minute, and we'll have the top of the hour. So we break this level here. We should have pretty well a nice little elevator. We could get a nice quick candle down here maybe in the next minute. Let's see. And if you don't know why we took this trade, to kind of break it down for you guys, we took it right here for a break of structure on the 5-minute. You see I have it outlined right here. Break of structure on the 5-minute. We close below the trend line, below trauma, 5-minute trauma. We did have a level of support at 526. We broke through there, and the next level's down here at 499. So I'm front running the next level. Next level is really 499, but I'm front running it. So let's see if here in the next 45 seconds, once this top of the hour hits, if we get this push lower. If you guys are new here, please hit the like button for me. Subscribe if you're not yet subscribed. We appreciate you. 30 seconds will tell us a lot. If this thing rips higher in 30 seconds, we're probably just bullish for the rest of the day. Because here's the thing. We're trading down into an imbalance right here at the 1 minute. We're trading down into this big gap. I don't know if it's going to bounce here or if it's going to continue lower. That's why I have my stop at break even, and that's why I scaled here. So it took some off because I have no idea what it's going to do here. We don't know if it's going to continue lower or bounce higher. The lean is lower because 5-minute broke structure, right? So the lean is lower, but we don't know 100%. There's the top of the hour candle. All we can do is just make an educated guess. We'll see it close below this level here would be nice. Hold below, hit this target. We can move into our lotto runner. There we are. Now we're down to our lotto runner. which basically we're looking for the overnight low, which is where? Here? Right here, 492 is the overnight low. Boom. So what I'm going to do is I don't even have a target on here. I'm just going to move my levels down. So I'm going to use my stop as my take profit here. Guys, who's giving it to you like this on a Tuesday night? Who's giving it to you like this? I don't know. So we're going to move it down to 500. Who's calling out 40-point bangers? I don't know, man. I don't know anybody else who's jumping on the chart doing that kind of stuff. Who's doing that stuff? We could kind of target this in previous day initial balance down there at 462, really. We held that up earlier. That was kind of a nice key level earlier. All right, ES, I'm actually probably about to take profit here, to be honest. ES is at the 75. If we break that 490, I'm thinking maybe 79. So I'm going to go ahead and put me a target down here at 79. Right there. So let's see if we can get this pushed down into the 79. That would be 46 points, 48 points actually. A 48-point winner if we can get it. I probably should move my stop up here, but yeah, let's do it. Let's move the stop back up here. I think we can tap that 480 level. Now the only issue here is we did run the overnight low, so like, you know, you never know, right? You never know if it's going to continue lower from that. Andy short with me. Let's go. You the man. This is a good level to take profit at. It really is. It's a very good level to take profit. Because you can see the ES is approaching that 75 level here. It almost tapped it there. It did run the overnight low as well, just by a few ticks. But we are at a key level here where we could bounce. If we lose this level, though, then I think that push down into the 60s make a lot of sense. This area down in here, a lot of support from earlier in the day, 2 to 4 o'clock. So you didn't take it because your brain is fried? Oh. So do you want the golden bar low or high? You want the lower one. You want it to go down. We want this to go down. That's what we're short, Brantley, so we want the market to go down. We entered the trade from up here at 526. It's all the way down to 487 right now. I'm targeting the 79 level here. It's the body of this 1 minute candle. I mean, I could target lower at 62, but this is kind of a good median. It's kind of a good spot to just take our profits on our little lotto runner here, because we don't know what's going to happen at 75 over here on the other indice on ES. We have no idea what's going to happen there. And if this thing starts pumping and it gets back above that 500 level, I may just take my profits. But we're down to one contract. Sometimes you see a potential trade, but then I'm like, just ignore it. Yeah, I outlined this one on the 5 minute, like almost immediately as soon as I sat down. This first thing I did. So our next level here on the 5 minute is right there, 484. We actually almost tapped it to the tick. Almost tapped it to the tick, followed by that 462 level, which we have marked out here. So we've already hit TP1, TP2's almost hit, and then TP3's down here. I mean, I could put it down there at 463. I mean, what could it hurt? Yeah, why not? We'll do it. Let's go 465. And here's the idea. If it does not hold this gap, then we're just stopped out, right? So like this is kind of our line in the sand. If it pushes back above this gap, it's going to stop us out anyway. If it doesn't hold below this gap, this is kind of our line in the sand for bias here. This would be A+ if it pushed back above this with momentum. Zilmi, I took the trade based off this right here. Break of structure on the 5-minute, closing below the VWAP, and also breaking structure also on the 5-minute, closing below the comma, the 5-minute comma here. So same thing on this 5-minute setup. Breaking structure on the 5-minute and closing below VWAP and the comma. That's what gave me the confidence. And we have a bearish SMT with ES at the top. ES did not make a new high here, and Nasdaq did. So that would have been my target right there if I would have just left it. You can see how we're getting a reaction off where my target was. May have to call Grandma up to get into the short. Let's go, Cove. There's no points here, Sean. There's no points here. But that's how I took it. That's how I took it right there. So just smash the second level target there. Let's go for the third level down here at 62. Again, you know, I could take profits here. That's the safe level to do it. Because here's the ES at 75, and we don't know what's going to happen, right? This is a key level on the ES, 75. I think it probably works its way down to 70. If we kind of watch that, you know, that level from earlier was a little more key. So we'll see if it works its way down to 70. If we start to bounce here, I could just take profits. We'll see. Again, we're out of our position for the most part. We are down to a lotto runner. Pine Tree said, full port. Smash that target like roast beef. That's right. Roast beef smammage. Yeah, Cove, I've been kind of tinkering with that 350 algo. I think I've got it kind of locked down the way I want it. I think, you know, I don't know if I trust it enough to take it consistently on all my fundeds, but I'm thinking of clustering three above, three below, and different firms, of course, and taking it every day on that. It's really what I'm thinking about doing. Some good old floppy roast beef. What up, Trev? 77 print another flush, maybe? It could. You do like 4 accounts at a time funded? Yeah, that's what I want to do. I mean, I've gotten... it's been pretty consistent. Even Friday. The thing is, if I had the trail stop on Friday, it would not have been a loss. But it was a loss on Friday, but it was still small. Kept it at like $500. So, good way to wreck your life. Yeah, but I'm only risking 500 CT. That's all I'll be risking. Did you guys see the 360 that My Funded Futures did on those 3 resets? I swore that I heard earlier this morning it was 3 resets per person per purchase. Like you could use up to 3. Now they're saying that you have to buy, so it's just 1 per eval. It's still a good deal, but Wolf of Wall Street type deal and get rich. I don't know about all that. I don't know how you do that, Brantley. Trading the pink sheets. We're just trading the pink sheets. That's what we're doing here, Brantley. We're just trading the pink sheets. So nothing to do here. Just wait to see if this thing can hit the L target, though. Appreciate you, Simple Life. Thank you very much. I mean, it keeps the same. Yeah, 180. I agree. Oh. Can we rip lower? Stock Tiger's long over here. I'm watching him. He's holding long from 514. 77. Vamos. 70 how's it? How's it? 76, 77? Yeah. Hey, Lee the Nerd, welcome to the Methodical Crew. Thank you for your subscription. You the man. Let's go. 77. I'm trying to remember my Spanish words. You know, I remember all the cuss words like that, you know. Puta madre. Oh. Oh. Yeah, Stock Tiger's holding long. He did that the other night. We were in opposite trades and ended up working out for him. So we'll see if it does it again. He's in his pro account again. And I know he's already over the buffer in that pro account. He's done pretty well on his Take Profit Trader accounts here. I need to start working on mine too. I got them linked to my funded accounts, but I'm not really trading them at night. And this Bulenox account, we're only, you know, $450 or so away from passing, something like that, depending upon how this trade works out. You the man, Andy. Bulls think they have a chance here. They might. I mean, this is a key level in the ES, although I do think it works its way down to the 70. I really do. Finding a little support here. Again, this is, you know, makes sense, right? If we look to the left, I mean, this makes sense. We had some resistance in this area earlier. We turned that into support. So getting back through that, probably a little more difficult than you would think, but it should get through there. Let's go, Andy. Nice job. No, Sean, they don't. No email, no nothing. You just have an invoice on your dashboard. If you scroll down to the bottom, it'll show an invoice. Actually, maybe they are sending it. I do think they are sending an email now. But you'll see the invoice on your dashboard either way. Yeah, Treff, I agree. We got the initial balance high from you know, yesterday, earlier today, whatever you want to call it, sitting down there. Let me look and see how IB played out, because I wasn't even here. Would I have gotten stopped out here? Yeah, I would have. So it didn't bounce at all. So if I'd have taken that IB play today, it would have lost. It's probably going to hit Brantley, but either way, we can't lose on it, right? We can't lose on it. We are printing a potential Harami candle on the 5-minute here. He has kind of at support. Don't really want that 5-minute Harami to print, but if it does, it does. I mean, anytime you can capture, you know, I don't know, 40 points. What are we up? 47 points during the Asia market. That's a pretty solid trade. Pretty solid trade. 47 points in Asia. We'll take it. If it hits our target, it'll be what? 27 plus 35. I don't know. I'm not a math major. 62 points. If it hits our target. Come on, 5-minute. Don't you form that Harami. Turn it red. Keep it going. Nice. Trying to turn it red. Definitely finding some support here. We are at the OTE level of the overnight range. You know, you measure from, hell, we're actually past the OTE, right? We're already below the low, so I don't know what I'm talking about. Yeah, if we just measured from here to there, we're probably at the OTE, but I guess the overnight range, we're already at the lows. So, can it push lower? I don't know. We didn't really have much of a gap today, did we? Is this the 6 o'clock candle? Yeah. No real gap to speak of. I did it, Brantley. Oh yeah, I did that. People like to know what's going on with the baseball. So that's the entire season right there. If you couldn't remember, Brantley was not on my team. He is on the All-Star team with us though. He was on the other team. But yeah, I don't think Brantley's team was 9-0. I'm not sure. Feels like 2008. Yeah, it is a little antiquated. But hey, they pay and it works. That's all I care. The site can look as jinky as it wants, right? Brantley's he's on the right side now. He's on the right side now. He wasn't before. 1-8. Well, you guys were more than 1-8, weren't you? You guys were bad. I thought you guys won like 3 games. Stock Tiger hitting some DCA over there. I do think this is an A+ long. If we get a nice, huge, bullish candle close above, that's an A+ long in my book. I don't think it happens, but it might. It felt like you never won. I don't know. She continues the weekend 400 next. Yeah. I'm just going to take the low-hanging fruit here. I was actually targeting 79. And I decided to move it back to 65, which, you know, that's an extra $28. Not that big a deal, but All right, come on. Now it's time to flush it. Flush it into my target. What up, Rock Driller? How you doing? Currently in a banger short over here, Rock Driller. A banger short. 5 points, 4 points, 3 points, 2 points, 1 point. Ding, ding, ding. Ding, ding, ding. And that's how you bang it out, guys. That's how you do it. That's how you bang it out. So out of that trade for $444 with 10 micros scaled in. Thank you, Trev. You almost regret not taking it. Thanks, Rock Driller. Yeah, I mean, it was a pretty clear trade in my opinion. I mean, it's pretty clean, right? You got this bridge here is not that clean. You'd like for it to be just a simple, you know. And this bridge not very clean either. You did have some support there at 26, but I felt like we get through it. And then you see we marked out these levels. And then obviously that's your final target. So we're approaching the third target here. So target 1, target 2, target 3. And then your final target. The final boss down there at 443. So the final boss. Been loving those 5-minute breakdowns a lot more. You know, I kind of used to chuckle at people who traded trend lines a little bit, but they work really well. Since when am I trading the evens now during the Asia session? Loot, I've been doing it for a couple of weeks now. I do it every now and then. Just noticed I would lie. Oh, what's up, Matt? How you doing? If we go to state for All-Stars, I will be in Colorado. What? So what are you talking about? You're going to be in Colorado if we go to where? If we go to Savannah? Bro, that's unacceptable. You're fired. Oh, yeah, Trev. There's always another trade, right? Always another trade. Always another opportunity. Now you can see that's a great take profit there. Front run it by a couple of points. Literally hit it to the tick and bounced. So not looking for the entire, 46225. We just took profit at 464. And there you go. Brantley, you're going to be in Colorado for the Savannah series? Come on, man. That's not cool. That's not cool. You just tell your parents you're going to stay with Coach Allen. You're going to stay with Coach Allen, and he'll take care of you. Yeah, I'm always Buzz Lightyear on trading to infinity and beyond. You guys haven't already hit that like button for me, subscribe if you're not yet subscribed. Guys, if you don't know about the MyFunded Futures deal, they do have the 50% off to any new users. So if you're a new user, you can buy any account, get 50% off, and you get one free reset. You can buy up to 3 accounts and get one free reset for each of the 3 accounts that you purchase. Coach Allen's on the list. I am. No, I'm not. And 30% off Take Profit Trader. These are the top 2 firms, in my opinion, followed by Bulenox and APEX. Bulenox still has the 91% off. APEX 80% off. All right, Loot, I appreciate you. 2 a.m.? Oh, you got to get your butt up at 2 a.m.? Dang. Yeah, I'd be asleep. Yeah, Tiger's still holding long here. It's a good spot here for it to push. So, oh, you got to meet your grandpa. You've never seen him? Well, if you've never seen him, you won't miss him. Don't tell your mama said that. If you've never seen him, you won't miss him. Stock Tiger is another streamer. I'm watching him over here. You don't know who Stock Tiger is? He's in my chat. Stock used to be in the chat a lot before he started streaming. Fun guy. And he's in it on his Take Profit Pro account. Is he really? Is this his pro account? It is, and he's down 20. He's down $2,800. Oof. Stock Tiger, he sure does have an ability to hold here, because there ain't no way in hell I'd still be holding $2,800 down on my pro account. So, you're quoting me? No, Brantley, don't do it. Don't do it. You'll get me in trouble. I mean, he's got his stop down at 448. I don't know how much money that is down, but that's a lot of money. A lot of money. NQ dumping still for you? Yeah, it is. I'm out though. I'm all out, Cove. Hong Kong coming up at 9:30 might save Tiger. That's a good point. We got 9 more minutes. Yeah. Well, we are at a bounce level. I mean, we really are. You know. ES bounced here going after close. It bounced at 59.70. So, like, we're looking at the ES, right? We had a little, but again, this level's already been tested. You know, a little support, resistance turning into support. Push higher. So you got to really have this level hold here on the ES. The problem is this, you know, you have this big SMT at the top here. You know, that there. So you had, and that's kind of part of the reason why I was like, all right, the short looks good. You had this big SMT. ES did not make a high. Nasdaq did. And there was no displacement above that high either. It just barely wicked it. So that's always a good sign. Again, I was late to the short. Let's be honest. I wasn't late in terms of like the 5 minute, but, you know, in terms of the 5 minute, I was right on time. But in terms of the best entry up here at 542, clean inversion, sweep of liquidity. Like, this is A plus, right? This is as A plus as it gets up here. If we go back and look, sweep of liquidity, check. Delivery from a fair value gap, check. Inversion, check. SMT at the top, check. I mean, this does not get any better than this right here. No better. Such a clean setup there. Now, it did hit the internal. It did hit the internal there, it looks like, before it closed. But I probably would have just ignored that. Or you could even taken it on this close here. You could have even taken it at 536. But in terms of what I look for, that's an A+ setup. Tiger might break even. I don't know. Next candle will tell us a lot. Yeah. How you doing, Kenny Terhune? Are you new here? If you are, welcome. Welcome to the Methodical Crew. I don't think I've seen you before. Maybe I haven't. I just don't remember. I mean, he's talking about exiting. In my opinion, if you've held it this long, you may as well hold it. Stock. I mean, he's down $3,200. He was above the buffer on that account, too. That's the insane thing. He was above the buffer for payout. Why would he keep trading that account? He was at like $5,700 in profit. I don't know. I guess hindsight's 20/20 there. Live Prop, how you doing? Yeah, it's past my bedtime. You're not wrong. What up, Yuri Trades? How you doing? Yeah, a little. I'll be at another award ceremony tomorrow morning. It starts at 10:30, so I really won't be able to. I'm still going to stream in the morning, but I'm not going to be able to stream very long. So you can see tap the third profit target there. So target 1, target 2, target 3, ding, 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 ding. 443 next level down. I mean, beyond that, you kind of, you know, you do have a lot of room down. We have some low resistance liquidity here. It's not much holding it up. I mean, this thing really could push down into the 350s. It really could. I know that's 100 points lower, but that's potential to happen there. Let's check out gold here. Now, we are making... Now, I do kind of like this in gold. We retested this 5-minute trend that we broke. You can see I wasn't even looking here, but you did break to the upside, and it retested this upper trend. So if you get one more kind of push higher here and then another leg, you could look for a short, but all right, breaking through the initial balance high from the intraday trail, the New York session there. Crazy trading, guaranteed money. Yeah. Again, we got a new 15-minute. We got the Tokyo Open and the new 5-minute here in 3 minutes, 39 seconds. ES all the way down to 71 and bouncing there. A little double bottom there on the ES at 71. Good reaction there to the upside. Maybe this will be this might be the breakout. You need ES to clear that 75 level back to kind of put in a little squeeze here. That's weird. Why is it not showing me? Huh. Okay, I'm confused. Yeah, I was trying to read Anna Mancini's newsletter, but for some reason, the link is not. I usually access the link through his Twitter. I don't know why it's not. Why is it not showing me the newsletter anymore? Oh, never mind. So it made it now where you have to click a different spot. No, I saw that. I saw that Brantley. She just texted me that and said the same thing. Can't use that kind of language, Brantley. Can't use that kind of language over there. All right, I just want to read his newsletter. Bull case tomorrow, same drill as always. Blah, blah, blah. We flag above 59.70, 6-3 and below today's highs. The next leg up regardless would target 6,000, 26 to 30, 47 to 70. In terms of spot add-on strength, I can only give these days where we close red. He'll be watching a setup, in particular for flagging above 59.70, which grabs below it being attractive. So same thing we already thought, that 70 level's key. So if we get a failed breakdown of that 70 level, we could squeeze out of that area. And ES is already right there at the 70. So what he means is he's looking for maybe just a little wick below, a little V shape above, and then you could enter long off that. So we're pretty close to kind of having that. Maybe we get just a little liquidity grab below, little spike below there. Quick reaction, V shape back up. We'll see what happens. I agree, Trev. Kind of makes sense, right? No. That's funny. Oh. All All right, let's see if Stock Tiger gets... I mean, I think he should just hold this. I mean, you're already this deep, may as well. I would have probably killed it once the 5-minute broke structure, but that's just me. See if we get a little bounce down into the 50 area and just rip out of there. It's kind of what I'm thinking. No, me too, Trev. That's all I do here. I just say stuff. I'm like, you know what? I'm an idiot, but let's say it anyway. All right, sounds good. I'm an idiot. Don't know what I'm talking about. Never traded a day in my life, but let's do it anyway. Oh, let's do it anyway. 91% off Bulenox, guys. Let's hit them up. Use code MM. All right, there's that push down into the 50s. See if it holds here. ES is testing that 70 level. What up, Pine Tree? It's past your bedtime too, sir. I saw you trading earlier. I was at the. I was actually told that I was hooked. I got a problem because I was watching Pine Tree on my phone. You know, while I was at the award ceremony for the eighth grade promotion. I was told I had a problem. You have such a problem. Not seriously, though, I don't think. Michael, Pfizer has signed a licensing agreement worth up to $6 billion with Chinese pharmaceutical products developer something. Treff for the development, manufacturing, commercialization. Nice. All right, guys, lying in the sand here. Need a bounce here. Otherwise, down goes Tyson. Or Rocky, or one of them. I don't know what the old saying is. I do think this is a pretty good area for a long, for like a stab long. Put your stop kind of below this wick. I don't think it's the worst thing in the world. 440s. Stop in the 440s. So 13 points, kind of target this imbalance back up here at 500 area, 495. Not horrible. Now, I'm not going to do it, but, you know. Oh, there's more to the news. I got you. No worries, Michael. I don't know how Stock Tiger stays so calm being down $3,000. I would be over here losing my shite. $3,700 in the red. I'll be cussing myself, punching the monitor. Punching the monitor. What's his average? 509. I don't know that we get back to his average. This is kind of my line in the sand for the Bulls and the Bears tonight. If we can stay below this, we probably sell into London. If we get above that, we probably push into London. But I think holding that 440 area is going to be key here. It really doesn't look like it wants to, huh? It looks like it wants to just push down and maybe run some of this low resistance all the way down into the 370s. Really looks that way, but it still could bounce, you know. What do we got? Oh, yeah, we already passed the Tokyo Open, too. 934, so. He's not tilting. He's just holding this trade into oblivion. So I don't think I call it tilting, but he's just holding this trade into oblivion here. He's short 35 micros from 509. He is starting to let go of a couple of F-bombs over there. All right, Brantley, we'll see you tomorrow. Under his breath, I hear him over there singing. He's like, da, da, da. Fuck. Oh. I don't blame him. I would too. Dude, he had that account at payout. I don't know why he just didn't leave it alone. I don't know, man. I guess teach his own. Everybody trades different. Obviously, he's made some good decisions. I mean, he's made 146K in payouts, 46 year to date. So I am interested. I don't know. I think I'm late to it. I should have stabbed off the 450 area there. I was thinking about stabbing along there for a little scalp. Let me see if the ES recovers 70. We might long. Yeah, he is, Andy. I don't blame him, though. I really don't. You got to think about it. He had $5,700. And in Take Profit Trader, you can take out half if you want to, and it would blow the account. So he could have taken out $2,850. $2,850 he could have taken out and closed the account. Or he could have taken out $1,700 and kept the account. So good news is ES is testing the 70. It needs to reclaim 70 here to squeeze. I think the reclaim of 70 here would be good. That would push us up. To some degree. I mean, you do kind of have like, you have all this right here, which is just choppy on the way down. But the good news is, like, if we kind of get back above that, you could really get like a Hulk smash boner candle here. Hulk smash boner candle. Really need to close above 65 to get a little squeeze into the 95. The whole number potentially. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking there, Trev. We squeeze above 65 here, get a nice candle through there. You might could even look at the 2 minute. It might be slightly cleaner. Let's see. Yeah, it's only a single gap in the 2 minute as opposed to two gaps in the 1 minute there. So the 2 minutes a little cleaner here. So if we close above 65 with a nice strong candle, then you would expect that run into kind of the 95, 96 area to make sense. But these are ifs. If this, then that, right? That's what we're talking about here. So hasn't happened yet. We don't know if it will happen. But just thinking out loud. If we are in fact still bearish, then this is going to hold and we just push down and we clear out these wicks. And beyond that, I mean, you got nothing in here really holding this up. I mean, that's what I'm saying. 350s, 375, 350 area pretty quickly here. Well, I wouldn't say quickly because we're in the Asia session, but you get what I'm saying. Potential. The potential is there for it to push even lower. So, paper trading potential long 460, stop at 448. Yeah, I like it. I mean, I think a push into the force. I would wait. I mean, if I get it, you take it. It's fine. It's just paper trading, no big deal. I'm going to wait for a close above 466. If we get a nice strong candle, close above there, I will take it. Stop at the low. Maybe 2 micros, 20-point stop. It's not bad. But it doesn't look like we're going to get it. Just does not look like it's going to happen. Now, maybe we get an SMT here. Maybe one more manipulation leg lower. Maybe one takes the low and the other doesn't. We get some sort of bullish SMT out of that. It makes that play even stronger. If we do get it, we'll just see. I don't blame you there, Trev. Green is good. Oh my goodness. So holding below 70 now. Still. 59.70, kind of the line in the sand there. Tiger still has a stop down there at 438. I think he moved it down a few points. It's probably still a bit too close. But I get it. Just kind of waiting here to see what happens. I mean, nothing for us to do yet. All right, no more SMT. Or there wasn't an SMT anyway, but we're not going to get one here off this level anyway. Pushing down there. Stock Tiger moved his stop a little lower, 436. Yeah, ES losing that 70 level, I mean, like, looked like we might get the test of 63. All right, he got stopped out. That sucks. Feel bad for him there. It's a huge loss. So third target hit, and there's really nothing. I mean, like, there is just nothing holding this up from visiting these wicks. You know, 380 looking very likely. Potential. 390 probably, you know. I mean, you do have a lot of consolidation in here, but it can be ran through this pretty quickly. This can be ran through pretty quickly. I didn't think we were going to get that much of movement. I would have held I called it my lotto runner, and I just took kind of the low-hanging fruit on it. I could have held it longer there. So, yeah, that bounce idea didn't work out. I mean, it never triggered, right? We said if this, then this, and that's kind of what you got to look at there. Now, before taking any longs, we have to recover 59.70 on the ES. You have to recover that area. So it looks like Stock Tiger has $746 in drawdown left on that account. I mean, he's just sitting there stunned. I feel bad for him. That sucks. We all know that feeling, and nobody wishes that feeling on anybody. That is a tough thing. We are bouncing off initial balance from New York session on ES there. 59.64.75. Kind of getting a little push there on that one. So, gonna wait here. Nothing to do until ES recovers 70. If it does not, which it might not, you just kind of have to sit on your hands. Not really anything you can do. Too low to short, in my opinion. Too low to short, that's for sure. $88 points below our entry. Yeah, I mean, there's nothing you can say is going to cheer anybody up either. You know, you're just gonna have to work yourself through it. I don't know why he was trading that account, though. He was over the buffer. Like, I would have been, I don't know. I would have taken my daily pay. I'm always an advocate of paying yourself, though, and maybe he's not. He might not. Maybe he trades it differently. But I always am an advocate of paying myself. So as soon as I'm able to take a payout, even if it's $200, I take it. I take it. Paper short for 39, stop 450. Let's go. I was watching a clip from The Hangover today. It was like, hand over the money, Mr. Chow. He's like, or we shoot you and we take it. Your choice. Mr. Chow. Classic Mr. Chow. Okay, getting a push here. $59.68. Can it recover the 70? Yeah, Trev, that's the same way I am. I can't. Paper trade does nothing for me because I just doesn't have the same feeling, All right, I'm going to stab here like 2 micros, I think. I'm going to stab 2 micros. Um, 62. That's not. I mean, that's where we go break even. Take one off there and then. So stop to break evens here. It's only 6.7 points to the break even stop. I could wait until the 70 recovers, but we'll see. Maybe a 30-minute harami. Yeah. Want to see ES reclaim that 70. We get a decent move up if it does. Here's the thing. If we create a swing here, this now becomes my break even. The problem is, I know if I go break even right there, that it's going to be at best a break even trade. So I'm probably still going to wait for the 62.25. It still might even be a break even then. Very small size here. Again, 2 micros. ES almost at the line in the sand there, the 70. It's at 69 right now. It's got to pop that 70 to go. If it holds below, we just make a new low. We're risking $52 here, something like that. Just going to manage it like I would in New York here. That's what I'm doing. So again, 62 and a quarter is the break even. I might normally even take one off there. If I was on like a mini, but on the micro, I'm not going to. And again, normally that would be my break-even stop because we created an internal swing. We moved above it. I would have went break-even there. So I'm going to leave a little risk on the table here. See if it can't go. What up, Coach Fred? Giving it the good old college try, the one time. I think there's a decent chance that this does go. Man, it's barely moving. Barely moving here. Yes, popping the 70 there, all the way up to 70 and a quarter. It's popping 70 to 70 and a quarter. If ES rejects here, down we go. This is the line in the sand. 5 minute looks decent. That last 5 minute candle. This next 5 minute candle, though, not so hot. Barely moving. ES looking like it's rejecting that 70 area. Gotta get a little energy here and push through there. ATR's 15 points. All right. I'm trying to give this chance to get through there. Come on, rip it. Excuse me. Sorry, guys. I coughed in your ear. My bad. What up, 80? Well, a few people trade it sometimes. Raul, we're just over here, doing a little degeneracy, making some money. That's all we're doing. That's it. 46225. We're going break even, guys. I probably shouldn't go break even there, to be honest, though. I'm going to go. We'll take one off at 10 points there. Trying my best just to hold this. I like the momentum through that gap there, but since we gotten through the gap, it's really not moving that much. And to be fair, this is not really the gap that's holding price down. Well, I guess technically it is, but you really this 2-minute gap up here, and we're kind of targeting a high that's inside a 2-minute gap on the inside of the leg. Don't always love that. But, you know, 2 micros here. We'll see what happens. Yes, I did, Raul. We entered the short right there on the break of structure. And first target hit, second target hit, and we were all out at the third target on the short. You can see the entries on my screen here. Right here. Our entry was 527. We scaled at 514. We scaled again at 503. And then our final scale is 465. So, took it for $444 on 10 micros. And now we entered this long. This is only our second trade of the night. And based on my rules in New York session, I would already be out of this break even. But knowing that this session, this time of night's slower, I'm giving it more wiggle room than normal. But I will go break even stop at 46225. So we'll be sweeping this high, and we don't know if it's going to continue through there or not. We have no idea. I could technically scale 1 at 46225. Actually, you know what? It's only 3 points above it. We may as well. So I'm actually going to scale 1 out there, and we'll go break even on the runner. I mean, it's only 7 points, but still, better than nothing. ES is just kind of consolidating at that 70 level. No, this is this is a eval. We're up $2,665 on this eval. I don't trade my funded accounts typically during Asia. Sometimes, if there was a setup that I saw that I thought out and it set up perfectly, I might would consider it. But I kind of sat down at the computer, saw the 5-minute, took it right away. Wasn't really something I felt. I don't even have my funded accounts open, to be honest, for that reason. But I am trying to treat this like a funded. I'm not just over here slinging it around. You know what I mean? Well, I came awfully close to our break-even point there and just didn't get to it. Just did not get to it. $26 seconds until the top of the hour here. Let's see if that takes us higher. Seems like it might take us lower, but let's see what happens. Pretty good reaction there. 13 seconds till top of the hour. 8, 7, 6, 4. It was moving too fast. And you're supposed to take us up in Q, not down, up. We've done all the down that we need right now. Let's go up. Needs to hold fast, or this is a bear to the 430s. Yeah, maybe. It could be. I want it to get me out of this first one. We can go break even and see what happens. The failure to make a new high on this candle here would be concerning. You want to see this candle push on above. If it's unable to, that would be of some concern. See? That's what we were talking about. It's what we didn't want to happen. What up, Keegan? $44 up. Let's go. 64 print. Yeah, I mean, if it can get above 60s there, 62s, I think, you know, we can push up. But we'll see. Yeah, I saw that Zabak I was watching. I feel bad for him. I like Tiger a lot. You could tell that's not a fun thing. I don't care who you are. It's not a fun thing to be up that much on a pro account and then eat like a 5K loss or whatever it was. I don't know exactly, but it was tough to watch. You're watching the body of the previous 30-minute. Yeah, I was short that whole time Zabak when he was long. I was thinking like switch short or at least close the trade. Now obviously we're long from down here, but even this is still risky. Now, it's not really risky in terms of size. I'm in 2 micros. Let's take a peek at gold. Let's see. Getting some consolidation here. I'm not loving it, to be honest. What up, Coach? Yeah, those 60s, yeah, for sure. Earlier it was tough to get through them, and now it's, you know, a little bit of support turning into resistance here. I do think if we pop them, we can kind of go, but yes, also holding up at the 70 level there. Got to reclaim that 70 level. Yeah, Trev, I agree. What up, Nate? Yeah, no worries. Appreciate you. Thanks for being here. If you guys are new here, hit the like button for me if you don't mind. Subscribe. If you are not subscribed, I mean, it's trying to kind of base here and find a little support and push, but just haven't gotten that oomph to go yet. I mean, I'm literally just looking for 7 points, almost 8 into the 62, and we can't even get there. What up, Mo? Took this 1 minute inversion here. We had not really an SMT. ES triple bottomed. Down there, Nasdaq did make a new low. It didn't triple bottom. Actually, I'm not even on the Nasdaq chart, so the micros at least didn't. Yeah, it looks like the NQ did as well. Same. I want to see this thing pop the 62. I think we get a decent sized candle above there. I'm kind of targeting that upper imbalance on the runner at 96. So let's see if we can pop out of this range and go. What up, Lunatic? You know, we're doing what we can, Lunatic. Oh, short bias in the morning resulted in heavy losses. That sucks, Mo. Yeah, no, Lunatic, I don't blame you. We've already taken a banger, a $444 banger with 10 micros. So we've already got our trade in. I think this trade makes sense, but whether or not it works, no idea. I mean, if I wanted to be a little safer about it, I'd wait until this bigger 2 minute gap kind of broke. That also probably puts ES above the 70s. That's probably the safer play, but that's not what we did. Excuse me, guys. Again, I'm just looking for the first target to run back into that 62.25 area. And then beyond that, we'll just go break even. And we'll see if we can't break out of this area, but risking about $55 or so, I think, on this trade. You will start trading the London session? Yeah, I like London. I used to trade London every single night or morning, but not recently. I don't like that the ES failed to recover 70 there. It's not a good look for the long here, to be honest, but again, if it reclaims 70, we go. We know that. If it does not reclaim 70, it just sell back down. So but we're going to give it time and patience here, and let's see if it works. That's all we can do. Yeah, I do. Lunatic. That cough's killing me. $1 billion in paper trading. Let's go. Yeah, that's true too. There's a box. Nothing wrong with that. That's a pretty good reaction. Let's see if we can make it stick. Can we make it stick? We pop the 62, stop to break even. See if we get a big candle out of there. I don't like that the 50's kind of hovering in that area. We might get a reaction off that 50. It's not been touched yet. The 50 EMA has not been touched yet on this push lower. So I would not be shocked if we hit this area and kind of push back into the range. That's normally a short that I would look to take during New York, 100%. That's what I used to do every day, Lunatic. Wake up for London for 2 hours, go back to sleep, wake back up for New York, trade New York. I did that for almost a year. But I can't do that anymore. I just can't do it. The body won't take it. We're kind of looking a little roundy here. I don't love it. I mean, kind of got this little roundy going. Your stop is 434. Paper trading gangsta. All right. This is really making me work for 7 points. It's really tested my patience for 7 points here. For $14 on a micro. Oh, come on. You gonna come that close to it and then turn back? Tell me you're not planning on doing that. Every tick is 100K. Let's go. Finally. All right, stops at break even. targeting 496 on this. Let this puppy cook. Let her cook. So, yeah, that's true too, Lunatic. Now, I agree with what you're saying there. I just, I can't do it anymore. I need my sleep. I need, like, consistent sleep, or I'm not a pleasant person to deal with. If I don't have my sleep, I'm not very pleasant to be around. All right, there's no reason this thing can't run now. There's really nothing holding this down from running back into the 490s. And again, ES cleared the 70 up to 71.50 here. Closed above with a decent size candle, a point or two above for this time. So let's go. Yeah, I think I'm pretty pleasant right now, Sean. People just don't know. What up, Rod? You're from Germany? Let's go. You're not doing too well? Well, just take it one day at a time, one trade at a time. And see how she goes. I think I'm going to pull the stop down to here. Basically, a break-even trade if it stops me. I was kind of afraid of it pushing back into the range there. Again, I would normally short off of this 50 EMA. So 7-8 points there off the 50. I don't like that reaction there on the ES, though. It pushed right back below 70. I give it a moment. I mean, it's just one micro, right? Let's peep. Let's take a peek at the 2-minute there. Did not close above the 2-minute either. All right. It works so hard to get above there. Just to turn right back down into the range. Yeah, I agree, Sean. I mean, it needs to be pushed up higher here, but I don't know. We could get a little confirmation set up here. Let's see. Max is over here eating. I think I'm going to get stopped. Still just be a break-even trade. We made 8 points. We lose 8 points. Break-even. Ish. Need to push back above 461. If we get a nice bullish candle back through here, we may add one more back. Otherwise, you're seeing going to 420. Maybe. Your concept of sleeping when I'm dead and plenty of time to sleep when we are alive should be waking up every moment we got productivity. Yeah, that's true. Oh, I love to sleep. That's one of my favorite things. A good nap. Get warm in my what do you call it? A snuggie. Let me get in my snuggie and go to sleep. My snuggie. I don't even know if that's what it's called. All right, looks like we're going to be stopped. Short on the gold playing out there. Come on. Push it up. Do your thing. Well, that 50 EMA is paying right there. I mean, that's 15 points off of it almost. That's a short I would always take in New York. Maybe not here, but New York for sure. To move my stop to the low, how many more points is that? 10 more points? 20 more dollars? Why not? We'll still be up $400 on the day, even if that hits. Problem is, ES looks like the stronger indice here to me, kind of. I mean, if we close below the 447, I suppose we can just, if we get like a wick below, I can bump my stop up to there. I want to see a bullish reaction out of this level. Quickly, right? Quickly. Might add to it. We may add to it, guys. We might add to it. What do we got? It's 12 points, 24. Just trying to do some quick math. Yeah, I guess we can risk some profits here. All right, 3 micros. That's about all I'm going. Your average sleeping schedule is 6 hours? Goodness. Yeah, 6 hours ain't enough for me. There was a time in my life where I could do that, but it ain't now. There was a time when I could. When I was an engineer, my sleep schedule is based on 6 hours. It's very difficult to force myself to exceed more than 6.5 hours. I can exceed 9 hours or 10 hours if I'm very tired. Somewhere in there. Come on, rip it up. You can do it. I mean, I know you can do it, Nasdaq. You're such a sweet girl. You gotta start talking sweet to her when you're in a trade that's not working out. You'd be like, girl, you're such a sweet girl. You're the type of girl that you take home to mom. You're not the other type. You're not the other type. You know which one I'm talking about. You're the sweet kind. The good girl kind. And then when the trade loses, you break out the bad words. Yeah, I think the 400 is decent. I mean, it's fine. I mean, we may only be at like 325 after this trade if this doesn't get us out of these 2 ads. If we don't get out of the 2 ads here. 3 red candles in a row, or 2 red candles in a row on 5-minute. Not too encouraging. And we're not asking for much here. We're asking for it to hold the 450s and push into the 455s, 456s. That's all we're asking. See, Max agrees. Max barks. He said, let me bark out the window at nothing. There's nothing there, but I'll bark anyway. Let you guys know I'm here. Yeah, gold is melting for sure. Kind of hit those levels there. Nasdaq is melting too. What's going on here? Yeah, you seen funerals with more excitement? Uh-oh. What kind of funerals you been to? So if this closes below my line in the sand here, then I'm going to butt my stop up to the bottom of that. I don't want it to. I want it to hold. That's why it's the line in the sand. Sell the 401k. Time to go live in your car. Uh-oh. As long as you got a nice car, it's all right, right? One that's nice and spacious, like a Ford Transit van. Yeah, I don't know, Nate. Who knows? Who knows? We probably should have been out of this trade already, but, you know, I'm stubborn. I'm stubborn. I figure my ass already hurts from sitting at the awards ceremony for 2 hours. And my kid's 8th grade, you know, at the school. May as well sit in the chair for a couple hours more, right? May as well just put more mileage on it. That's a used ass right there. Well, we touched the 21 EMA there. Can we do a little more? Can we do just a little more? Can you give me a little more? Please? Por favor? Por favor? That's a promising candle. We really need it. Now we can move this up to here. We need it to close above that line now. Close, or this line, initially this line would be good. Cancel all orders. Cancel all. No. Yeah, it's hard for me to add too as well, Lunatic. It's hard for me to add. I do sometimes, but it's difficult to do. Back to the 50 EMA there. Kind of got to get through that. The most important line is the 466 area. That's more important than this. This is the one holding price down. This one, not so much. Just out of nowhere, she just bonered. The Hulk Smash boner candle came out of nowhere. We'll take it. Targeting the imbalance up there at 495s still. He is stuck at the 70 here. Yeah, Nate, I mean, it could. We got low resistance above. I mean, we could run through there relatively quickly. Relatively quickly, speaking as in terms of like the time of night it is, 10:25. I don't know that anything will happen so quickly, but you know what I'm saying. The range fucks you with the trailing drawdown. Just want to pass 3 Apex accounts and go to bed. Yeah. It's tough to try to pass this time of night, though. It really is. That trailing will get you. I mean, do I just pull this down and take profit at like 470? 470 would get us to 500, I think. I could pull it down and just take it at 470 and take it off at 500 and call it a night. All right, let's do that. You guys talked me into it. That's 20 points, $40. Yeah. That should get us to 500 if we can hit 470. Otherwise, we'll be closing it down at 459. Good news is we are long bottom of the range, right? We're long bottom of the range, so that's where you want to be long from. Doesn't mean it's going to work out, but hey, it's the best spot. That's the wrong direction, NQ. The wrong direction. That's not the way we said to go. We said the other way. I'm not about to move the stop back on this one this time. If it stops me, it stops me. I mean, I should move it to the lower day, but I'm not going to. Can it not touch our stop and go? What up, Perfect Play? How you doing? How do you tell if you passed a 50K eval after reaching 3K profit? Well, if you're at 53,000 in total balance, see the balance? If it's at 53,000 and $0, you passed. All right, stop this out. And at the end of the business day, so if you just passed it now, you'd have to wait till tomorrow at 6 p.m. You get an email saying, congratulations, pay us more money. So. All right, guys, I hate to do it to you. No, I've only been on here for about an hour and 40 minutes, but we got to get up and trade tomorrow. So we're going to call it a night. We did make $446. Not bad. If you have not already, hit the like button for me. Subscribe if you're not yet subscribed. If you want to help support the channel, we got all the links down below. You have to put in work time. You learned from the sim trade a long time ago. Yeah, I need a more comfortable chair, that's for sure. But anyways, appreciate you guys watching, and I will see you next time.